with NFL Damien. What's good with you?
What's up with my guy Ryan, man? You already know, man.
Yeah, it's
Spring,
chilling, man.
Springfield
Um,
Fad is right here, man.
Definitely Springfield, Ohio, man. Um, it's a place like that has made the news recently. Like, what do you think, like, about Trump, like, saying that Haitians eat pets?
Terrible, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I'm from Springfield, Ohio, bro. Born and raised. I'm living in LA now, but Springfield, Ohio, man. We don't eat dogs. We don't eat dogs. What they should be concerned with is their wife's cat. We will devour that. I'm serious. That's the only cat we messing with, but we don't do that, man. They are trying to throw you off of something else. And I guess he was trying to be jovial and said that, but that was a terrible misconception. Don't ever think that about Springfield, Ohio. Springfield, Ohio is a beautiful place, man. John Legend, man. NFL Damien, man. You feel me?
Man, I love like the music you've been putting out. You've been grinding, like, what I mean? The music videos. I was just watching the video Lonely with Exotic Brianna. Yeah, yeah. Official, no time. Yeah.
You understand? Shout
Check.
out, shout out, shout out to Cali Club one time too, man. Shout out to Cali Club, man. You know,
Definitely. What's it like being in Los Angeles, like, in the grind, like, as an independent musician?
nuts, man. If you don't have a mindset of, how can I say, like not immediately getting rich, or like you can handle, grinding for a while, just like for a few years, like just have it in your mindset, it might not happen. Just keep grinding, then you can do it. Cause I mean, I'm different. Though. I'm something like an alien, man. I just hit the ground running, man. I'm used to dealing with people. And that's what I noticed LA is. It's full of people, man. If you like good around people, you can do good here, man.
For sure. Um, what was it? What was the reason you chose to move to LA from Ohio? You could have moved anywhere.
Definitely. Honestly, man, I'm really believing in that manifestation stuff tough now, because I guess we do it a lot and we don't actually know how to do it. But this is something that I did. I thought about coming to California because I've always been like an entertainer type of person. And I was like, I need to be around that energy. So I shot out here with one of my homeboys. And he ended up getting tired, man, and went to his room and fell out. I went back to Hollywood Boulevard and bumped into a movie producer, man, just like that, man. At I think it was called 2021 Below or something. It was a burger spot. He listened to one of my songs and asked to license it for a movie and gave me a role. So I flew back out here to San Francisco, Santa Cruz, and shot in that film. Met another movie producer, and he just told me to move out here, man, because that commute would be too much. And that's what it was, man. I got a couple dollars and just shot out here, man. Didn't know nobody and just fell into my position.
Most definitely, man. And I actually met you on the set of like this viral, like, comedy show, like, and stuff, everything like grinding, like,
Shout out to them guys, man. They paid us too, man. Well, they
yeah.
paid me, man. I shout out to him. He paid me, man.
Yeah, like, what is like your strategy, like, for like building your career, you know?
Well, my strategy now is networking and just strengthening my mindset on what I'm about to be a part of. I guess I've seen a lot of times in people's, I study a lot of different people, and what I noticed when they talk about their downfalls is they was not prepared for what they were getting into. What was coming to them, what they were manifesting. They just wasn't ready for it, and sometimes that could be a disaster. So, in order to get with that, you have to really be in a mindset first, and then it comes along. It's just like you start doing the things that you're going to be doing in the future, and then it comes along. I know that's hard for a lot of people to get, but it's simple, but it's hard. You say it like that.
You
And if
talk
your
about
imagination ain't big, it's going to be harder.
you talk about studying a lot of people. Who are some of the people you look up to, or you've taken advice from?
Right now, man, I'm studying a dude named his name is Samuel, man. He's like he's a crypto guy, and he's from Nigeria.
Okay.
And you know, I'm looking at everything he has, but he's also giving the game. He's not just telling you about crypto and how he's making money selling things. He's telling you about the mindset and what you have to do. Like he'll start from a day in the beginning and tell you, oh, I get up at 4 a.m., man. Most guys don't do this. You basically got to do what the next man is not willing to do. But that's just one. 50 Cent, I definitely rock with him, man. I like his mindset, and he a street guy. So, I definitely relate to that. Man, it's a lot of different moguls, man. What I'm trying to do right now is build my millionaire friendship out here in LA, man. One guy had told me last year, man, like how many friends you got that's millionaires right now? And I kept it 100 with him, man. I was like, zero. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to build up that type of network because I feel like if I'm around people like that, then I'm getting their energy and, just things are happening for me too because I'm in that field. I put myself around them people. You feel?
Yeah, yeah. Man, I definitely believe in like your network is important. Like what kind of events like, do you go to or like have you had success with like, since you've been in LA?
Since I've been in LA, the events, I'm gonna be honest, the success I've been having with getting around certain things and certain people have been online, bro. Like I'll reach out to somebody, and if they like me and they about business, they'll respond back. And got a lot of good connections like that, man. Shout out to
Yeah.
Noel, man. My guy Noel, he is shooting. He finished the production for a movie called. Hold on, real quick, man. Damn, I'm gonna blame it on this. But my guy, he got me in a big movie at Los Angeles Los Angeles Film School, and everything from just being online and showing up and meeting them. Like that's how I've noticed I've met people besides the people that I bump into at events. Cause
Right.
LA people out every day. Like it's somebody to network with here every day, man. That's beautiful to me.
Yeah, I love the networking in LA because it's like it's really people on the grind. And I think they understand entertainment. You could be like other places like in the world, but like I feel like people don't really understand like what it takes to make it, or like they might not get like, the whole social media thing or
Yes.
like um what's like, next for you.
What's next for me? Honestly, man, I'm into comedy now, man. It's
Okay.
crazy because it's wild to me. Like I thought I was a rapper for like 30 something goddamn years, but I guess I'm a comedian. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm jumping into that crazy. And there's so many comedy clubs here, man. It's
Yeah.
like, damn, that's all you got to do is get busy, man. Like, and I noticed what you do to outwork the comedians is just keep coming up with material every day. You keep
Right.
writing, man. I just be like, man, if dude ain't writing, man, I'm gonna get up on him and showing up and just going to the comedy clubs. I went to the Hollywood Comedy Club and did a stand up. But what I noticed is that's like I was performing for a bunch of comedians.
Okay.
So I want to start going to places like shout out to Comedy Chateau. I'm going there because it's actual people there. You know what I'm saying? Like a crowd.
Yeah.
It's different performing in front of comedians. Like Bernie Mac said, man, you be performing in front of comedians, man, your material gonna start popping up.
Right. Yeah. I see like some comedic influences like in your videos. Like,
Yeah,
you definitely have like homages like, to like movies like Friday. Do you feel like those movies like pretty much like influence like your comedy style?
definitely, man. I swear I had to be man, young boy with Cube drop that one, man. But
Yeah.
definitely, man, all those old school comedians, because he had a lot of comedians from like Comic View, if you can remember that. He had
Yeah.
comedians from there. They had like a strong network. A lot of them comedians on that show ended up being in movies and stuff. So, man, yeah, definitely influenced me, man. Dave Chappelle, that's definitely my
Yeah.
guy.
My
You know what I'm saying?
one of my
Chappelle,
favorite.
that's definitely my guy. I got to meet him one time. He's close to my city. I'm from Springfield, Ohio.
Yeah,
So
Yellow Springs.
he posted up in Yellow Springs, and we could jog there, and he be doing comedy
Right.
shows in a cornfield, man. Dude, funny as can be, man.
Yeah. What are some of your other favorite comedians?
My other favorite comedians, I would say definitely Martin Lawrence. Um, Funny story about Martin, I'm gonna tell you when I run into him. Like, man, I don't think it's no other fan that ever was about to punt somebody over you. You feel me? Like I was in a county jail one time, and man, no disrespect, the white boy was like Martin and sucked his teeth and tried to turn the channel. I grabbed the remote, like, nah, this is Martin time. It's in the morning. What's wrong with Martin? Like, what's up? Like, I ain't say shit when y'all was putting on Rodney Dangerfield and all that bullshit. So it is what it is. But Martin, Robin Harris, if you can remember him.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. He was
Ber-
hilarious.
Bernie Mac.
They make
Rest,
skits.
rest up, Bernie Mac. You know what I'm saying? I still be watching this show, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Chris Rock. You
I
feel
love,
me?
I love all of
Yeah,
them.
yeah. All the greats, man.
Definitely. Do you feel like, I feel like there's less opportunities for black comedians. And it
You
seems like
think
there's
so?
so many opportunities for like white comedians. Like, it's like, and you don't even really necessarily have to be funny. And like maybe it's a cultural thing because I see like a lot of white comedy, like comedians that, seemingly get like a lot of chances. Do you feel like race plays a factor in success in comedy?
Well, actually, I think I take a different stand on that. Um, I don't think it does because laughter to me is like universal. Like I've true story. I'm in the penitentiary one time, man, and a guard is like a racist dude. Okay. And what the rule was, you're not supposed to holler out the units. You're not supposed to holler out the windows.
Okay.
I'm young boy. I'm in here hollering out the window, but I'm doing the Dave Chappelle. I'm remixing that. I'm doing when he was a black Klansman. Listen to this. The racist white CO dude that be locking niggas up and all that shit snuck up to my. I looked out the window, and one of my homeboys was across the window, like police. He comes, opens up my cell, steps in, and does this. Back up. And just starts cracking up quietly, cracking up in my cell, bro. This is no bullshit. Pulls me out the cell and just makes me a cleaner. Now I get to run around and clean and I'm first in line to eat and all that bullshit. I can let niggas out the cell or whatever. Off of that, bro. Just because I made him laugh. I never knew, you know what I'm saying? I should have jumped on that shit years ago, but I was like, damn, bro, he was a stone cold racist, man, and I broke him down. You feel me? So laughter, I feel like laughter can get anybody, man. Some of the racists, they try not to show it, but if it gets them, they can't help it. It'll tickle them right in front. They'll be laughing at a black man. You feel me?
Yeah. Um, you talked about like, being in the county jail and like, past like experiences like with the law on that viral show we were on. Like, what will be your advice, to people who have experienced like, criminal justice issues?
I would say now, I would think that especially if they free and they've been, you know what I'm saying, in the system before, that they smart enough to know, this is what's going on now. It's the future. Things were different back then. We were, I don't know. It seemed like the opportunities was less to get money and getting money opportunities was right in your face, but they were with consequences. Um, it's just so many opportunities to get money now. There's really no excuse to do no barbaric criminal shit. That's my advice to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, man. Hey, especially if you in LA, man. I mean, there's so many opportunities out here, man. It's just no excuse, bro. It's no excuse. Look around. It's a service to be offered. Even if you copy it, make it better, put your twist on it. There's something to do, man. It's just something to do. You know what I'm saying? It's no excuse to be sitting in a cell for some bullshit.
Most definitely, man. Do you have any plans to drop new music in the future?
Yes, of course, man. Shit. Right before I was setting up this Zoom, I was finishing up a song, man. Uh I'm mixing some John Legend remixes right now, and I'm doing them. You know what I'm saying? Because he from my city. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really seen nobody else do it, so why not, man? You know what I'm saying? The guy's a great musician. Why wouldn't
Yeah.
they be mixing his music? So I'm taking advantage of that. That man got some hot music that need to be, redid on the rap hip hop street side. You feel me? That's my new moniker right there, my new name. You know what I'm saying? I'm Street John Legend, man.
Man, you mentioned John Legend. He's like, a huge, proponent of getting out people to vote. Do you feel voting is important this year?
Damn, here's another place where I take a different stand, man. My faith is kind of low in that type of shit, but I would say yes for the people that's going to vote. But I would also say pay attention and just don't go for everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. That man said we was eating dogs. I listened to uh, a, a a guy yesterday on the radio, and they still saying that. They're
Right.
still talking that eating dog shit in Springfield, Ohio. We don't eat dogs. Them Haitians ain't eating dogs, man. They not eating dogs, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the fuck even that would like. What could that even do?
Yeah.
Like, we know who had those allegations on them before. We know what culture had those allegations of dogs and shit. Don't try to throw that on us. But it is what it is, man. You know, I just definitely wanted you to holler at me. I'm glad you did, because I wanted to voice that, man. Springfield, Ohio, man, is a beautiful place, man, with cool people, man. We got crimes and shit just like everywhere else. You feel me? But
Yeah,
that eating dog shit, no, man. Stop that.
definitely, man. What are some of the biggest issues in Springfield, Ohio? Like,
Some of our issues is our crime rate, as far as I would say us shooting and at us and type shit like that. I mean, I don't know the answer for that, but maybe if them young boys could you know branch off into other things, man. But what I am shooting, I don't know for sure what I am saying. My bad. I was about to say shoot. Them guys, them shooters and all that shit, that was a problem in my city. But I'm starting to think that they catching on. They starting to see that like the shooter is a terrible profession to take up on, because I mean, they may even get some love for a minute, but just, I mean, until they shoot the wrong person, then everybody hates them. You know what I'm saying? Or till the wrong case pops up, and then everybody flees from them, and they stuck in jail or a situation with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody really has a remorse for somebody, you know what I'm saying, running around taking lives and shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, that person you taking a life, somebody love that person. You feel me? Also think it's the drug use too. You know what I'm saying? These is young boys. When we was younger, you know, it was drugs and shit out, but I mean, I think it's a lot of wicked drugs, man. These young boys be hooked on, you know what I'm saying? So they not thinking correctly and shit. But I still wouldn't diss their whole generation, man, because we was fucked up when we was young too. You know what I'm saying? I just hope they catch on. You know what I'm saying? Before it's too late for them. You feel me?
that's one of the only things I don't like about LA is how big drug culture is. Because I feel like it's so much temptation, like, as far as like drugs, like wherever you go, how do you avoid, like, as far as like that temptation, not get wrapped up in addiction?
Man, with that, my stance on that is, man, I look at the psychology of it a little bit, man. I'm like, man, if you knew your parents were drug addicts, you probably gonna get hooked on something real quick. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people probably don't even add that into the equation. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I grew up in the streets just like the next man. I mean, shit, I mean, I fuck with marijuana tough. You know what I'm saying? But anything else, nah, I chose not to. I really don't know how I think they partying with shit. I think that's a trick. There it is right there. The party scene, all right? Because
Yeah,
the party scene makes it look like everything's all cool.
yeah,
Quick story. You know, I'm say 80s shit. 80s, they felt that crack was a party drug.
right.
The after effects were terrible, because the party drug kept wanting to party, keep the party going. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? They couldn't stop. They didn't know it was addictive like that. Crack was a party drug,
for
man.
sure.
That means we go and blaze it up like weed. You know what I'm saying? But them guys, man, they seen, man, that fucked up a whole generation.
For
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? Off a party. So I think it's similar now. It's just with different cracks. It's different crack out right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, what they think the results of them Percocets could be eventually.
Yeah.
Like, there's no vitamins and minerals in that shit. What do you think eventually? You know what I'm saying? After years and years and years, I mean, you don't just stop one day like, okay, I'm done with them. Man, it's people that was actually hurt in car accidents and shit that doctors prescribed that shit and fucked their life up.
Right.
Because when it was time to stop the shit, you can't stop Percocet, motherfucker. They love that feeling. I was always fearful of that too. Like, good feelings. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch that shit on this planet, man. That shit had you on some bullshit, chasing a good feeling. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of shit you got to be in control of, man.
Man, being on the West Coast, like, Kendrick Lamar and Drake recently had this beef. A lot of people, like, feel like Kendrick Lamar won the beef. He's set to perform at the Super Bowl. He was chosen over Lil Wayne. A lot of people were upset about that. What's your take on that?
Man, my take on that, man, is, man, I just Kendrick taking care of his business, man. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick taking care of his business, flat out. As far as the battle, man, it was so crazy when he dropped the Not Like Us. I was in traffic, LA, stuck in a traffic jam, man. It was like that was on every radio. I had the windows down. It was nuts. It was nuts. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it's politics with the Super Bowl thing and shit like that. But I mean, if a motherfucker win out in a situation in any type of deal, you cannot be upset, man. I mean, I can't see how I know these superstars can't really be upset. I mean, they living cool lives and shit. I know he probably did. Man, let me shut the fuck up, man. Lil Wayne should have did that if it's in the goddamn New Orleans, man. Now on that, now you see me, I just gave Kendrick all the props. But damn, dog, that's like the Super Bowl being from Springfield, Ohio, and some stranger come do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, not me or one of my niggas. Like they picked somebody over John Legend to do
it. Yeah.
New Orleans? I mean, I was like, fuck, Master P, maybe Master P should have brought out Lil Wayne.
Man.
That's wild, though. That's wild, man. That's wild.
I
Hopefully you're here around that time, man, because I need to shoot my Super Bowl commercial, man.
I think I will be. Man, I should be back, like, beginning of next month. Like, Diddy,
Oh shit.
all this is going down. Like, I was there, like, when they raided his house. I was living in West LA at the time, saw the helicopters. And like now, like, what I mean? He's actually incarcerated. There's like hundreds of accusers, his law firm. They're saying, like, basically, like, he was dealing with children. I don't know
Oh,
how valid these accusations are. And like, I want to, believe that, everybody's innocent until proven guilty, but like in the court of public opinion, it's not looking good for him.
fucking ludicrous. I'm not talking about any of his victims
Yeah.
either. Fucking crazy, man. They said that he's in a cell right now, and it's got like a Spotify and a speaker hooked into his cell, but it's like on some wicked shit. Like, it's tied to his emotions. Like, every time he's down, it's like 24-hour Tupac. Gotta keep your head up. They say every time that motherfucker start crying, shed so many tears. Mm-hmm. They torturing him in there right now, man. 24/7 Tupac on Spotify in his cell, man. Like, I don't know, man. Dude, he must have did something, or went against something, man. Because he been living good forever, man.
Right.
Some of the shit that's been coming out and they saying about him, especially with the Pac in the I'll say Pac, I'm a Pac fan. So with that type of shit, man, it's just like, doggy. If you had something to do with that, you fucked up one of my, I fucked with Pac strong, man. I would have still been rocking. Like, I still fuck with that music today, but in Pac's, West Coast influence out here is just incredible still to this day. I'm out here and I see it. Like, yeah. You can't say nothing wrong about Pac out here.
Right.
For real. I'm talking about with Migos too. I know Migos that's heavy on pop, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's wild with what's going on with him, man. I'm watching to see what's going on. You see everybody coming out the woodwork talking and shit. I fuck with Choke No Joke, man. You seen him?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've
Yeah,
seen him.
I like his interviews, man.
Yeah, yeah. Man, yeah. I was watching an interview and he was talking about when Jay-Z did Me and My Girlfriend. Do you see that one? It was
Okay, and he was like after the music cut off, he was like, man, why is Jay-Z doing Tupac song? And
right.
it's wild because even at that time, I might have been, I forget where I was, but I felt like that too. I was
Yeah,
like, damn, he didn't fuck with you, y'all.
yeah.
Pop was naming motherfuckers he didn't fuck with before he died.
Man, being in LA, there's like a lot of people who are labeling like Hollywood that's been going on for a while. Like, have you seen anything weird in Hollywood?
Man, the weirdest thing I've seen was I was on, I think it's Cahuenga in Hollywood.
Okay.
And like I said, man, I've been like a gangster for so long now. I'm actually practicing being a civilian. So a flamboyant guy, I'll say, approached me and said, hello. And I was like, hey, how you doing, man? He then looked me in my eyes and handed me a package of unopened male wipes. That ain't what fucked me up.
Okay.
What got me was how that man knew I had a hemorrhoid inflammation at the time was unbelievable to me. I was like, boy, these guys is master of their crafts out here, man. Next time I'm gonna sit down. But yeah, it's real nutty over there. Like as far as I don't know. I guess people are really like just walking around expressing themselves. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, and it's cool. Like, I ain't ever had no issues over there. Like, I ain't ever had no issues over there, man. I don't, so yeah, I don't know, man. I be in Lemire Park and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Man.
I don't even know where I be, but I know it be some hood shit going on. You know what I mean? Inglewood type shit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I spent a lot of time in Lanier Park too. Like I just saw this performance LaRussell did like in Lanier Park like a couple days ago. It was crazy. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. We definitely gonna have to get together and go to something.
Yeah.
See some of these events. You feel me?
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
you know a lot of these artists out here.
Yeah, man. Like, and stuff like I love LA because everybody's out there. I feel like the entertainment industry, so there's always so much stuff going on. And it's like, like you talk about networking. So it's like there's always good events to go to, like as far as like in entertainment. And so like I always try to be out, and just meeting people and,
Flat out.
sometimes and stuff. It leads to interviewing people. Sometimes it doesn't, but like, what I mean? Sometimes it's just friendships, whatever.
For
And like,
sure, man. Shout out my guy, Voice Too Hard, man. That's my video guy out here in LA, man. Voice Too Hard, man. He got crazy visuals, man. For real, for real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, the visuals you've been doing like are incredible, man. Like how much work goes to those videos? Do you do treatments before?
I
Like
do treatments. I write treatments because I also write movies. I got 3 movies I've written. So I write my treatments to my videos and try to get as much as I can. Like you said, I try a little comedy aspect too. You did say with the Friday because you seen what I did in the one shit with the milk,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Shout out to Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? Definitely though, write my treatments and try to visualize. Like way before I go shoot my video, it's all I see it. You know what I'm saying? Like I see it. I picked out the venues now. It's so many crazy venue spots
Yeah.
out here and places you could get crazy shots. Crazy shots.
Yeah.
LA's a place to be.
Yeah. I feel like the production cost is lower than other places because you could do a lot more than like, like let's say if you shoot a video in Atlanta, I feel it's gonna cost more, like, than it would in LA. Like that's just my opinion. Maybe that's not true, but like from my experience, I think it is.
Cost more out here.
No, in other places, it costs you because you could get better videographers, not necessarily better, but there's so many experienced videographers to pick from, and then just the locations that you have, like you know what I mean, at your your ability, because like there's so many like great locations to shoot at, and like you know what I mean, it's like you can find things like cheaper, like if you wanted to rent a mansion, like you know what I mean, it's a very thing like mansions are like that's a very common practice than if you're doing that in Atlanta.
Right, right. Definitely, definitely. Yes, sir, man.
Yeah,
That's what it is out here, man.
man, you talked about shooting, writing three feature films. Do you plan to shoot a feature film in the future, or how's that?
Definitely. Man, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it all the way gutter with you. I've run into a movie guy. That's what I'm gonna call him. He got
Okay.
a whole studio. It's a digital studio, so he can like create any kind of scene. You know what I'm saying? That you would like. I'm going to do that for some scenes, but he also has a connection with a studio that has the real sets inside of it. And I think those are like 1,200 a day,
Okay.
something like that. That's what he was quoting me. So he said he could get it done for me for $8,500.
Wow. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We'll see. You know what
That
I'm saying? I mean, I want to see. You know what I mean? Because I just want my quality straight. You know what I mean? Like, I watch a lot of movies, like on Tubi.
right,
I know as of you have probably too. And you see the quality be diminished in a lot of stuff, man. Just being
right.
honest. I watch for the quality because I'm trying to see how I want my shit not to look.
Yeah.
You see
No,
what I'm saying? Like that's why I sit there and watch a movie like, damn, they just ran around with a phone recording themselves. And like some of them look like they freestyled a script. Like just say whatever, do whatever. Like we on Tubi.
yeah.
Seriously. But
Continuity.
there are some movies that you see thought is put into. Like I know it's a little older, but shout out to them guys in Detroit, man, that made that buffed up. That's a good quality hood movie
Yeah,
with good concept, funny. I like shit like that. I
yeah,
know a lot of underground movies like that. You know what I'm saying? That's clean like that. I mean, good concept. Man, gotta have a good concept. Or it don't matter.
yeah. What about like what I mean, as far as like online? Because I feel like you don't even like really need to do a movie. There's so many people who are making money, like doing online content. Do you feel like what I mean, and stuff that you're going to continue? I know you've done some in the past, like continue doing online content, or where does that play into?
Yes, definitely. Online content, I'm seeing that's very, very important nowadays and making correct quality reels. You know what I'm saying? So one of my homeboys put me on that, like, man, listen, when you go do them shows and comedy shows and stuff, just break it up in reels and make it look like a whole bunch of stuff, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Do them correctly with words and stuff like that. Feel me? Yeah. Yes, that's very important, man. Online presence,
Mhm.
there's I think companies want to see that shit.
Yeah, most
They want to
definitely.
see your online presence. But I think I definitely got something that, like the investors out here is what I'll call them, because that's what a lot of people out here are. They're investors. You know what I'm saying? I got something they want. You know what I'm saying? Look, all that. You feel me? They want all that, man. You know what I'm saying? Something you got to be marketable. Feel me? Definitely, man.
Man, like, being a content creator, a lot of the one of the biggest issues right now facing performers is AI. There's like a lot of different opinions about it. Do you have like, any thoughts about AI?
One of my guys put me on like this one time. We was talking about a movie script and he was stuck on some things. And he said, he mentioned Chat GPT, and I think that's a form of AI. And he was talking about that thing can help write, talk to it, and it'll help format a script for you and everything. I mean, shit. I mean, if somebody can make it efficient and make it work for them, I mean, cool. I've been rocking with my built-in AI. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, you know what I'm saying? Like, they gotta understand, man. We create all that shit, man. Like, don't go too crazy, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we create all that shit. Like, all that shit come from one of these. It'd be a bunch of these. Like, the computer was just a bunch of these put together.
Definitely. You got any upcoming performances or any like thing you want to plug?
Man, I'm a shout out to my guy Rick. His name Rickard in Hollywood. He having a rap event, rap show, Hollywood Boulevard. Man, that's October 5th, and I may be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? October 5th in Hollywood, man. NFL Damien, man.
Definitely, man. NFL Damien, man, it's a pleasure, man. I can't wait to connect with you. Like what I'm saying, we got to do this at a podcast, like I was telling you, like when I get back out there, man. And I appreciate you.
Please, please, Springfield, Ohio, man. You know what it is, man. We don't eat dogs, man. We want your wife's cat, man. No dogs, man. Like dogs.
Definitely, it's like that, man.
I'm a Browns fan, nigga. You know I love dogs. What's wrong with him?
Definitely.